Yeah, yo, it's Thursday night. Time to hit the grind. Pasta Z, turn your lid, always keeping it refined. Tomorrow's in the mix, gotta bring the heat. We're hosting real talk, man, comedy beat. State, local, national news on the scene. Breaking it down, we know what you mean. Hot topics flowing like we're in a dream. Tune in at 6, let's hear the teams beam. Real talk, we got the vibe. Every week we come alive. Special guests, we talk it out. Giving views, that's what we're about. Yeah, real talk, we got the vibe. Every week we come alive. Special guests, we talk it out. Giving views, that's what we're about. Pasta's his wisdom, he's leading the pack, bringing truth to the table. Nothing we lack. Tanya Lynn's knowledge, always on point. Breaking down the stories, never disappoints. Tomorrow's got the flair, making waves so loud. We're real with our thoughts, standing out in the crowd. You don't wanna miss it, this ain't no fuss. Discussing what matters, it's a must for us. Real talk, we got the vibe. Every week we come alive. Special guests, we talk it out. Giving views, that's what we're about. Yeah, real talk, we got the vibe. Every week we come alive. Special guests, we talk it out. Giving views, that's what we're about. Every week we shine, every voice is heard. From politics to culture, we're spreading the word. Got a lineup of guests, bringing flavor so sweet. So listen in close, get ready to feel the beat. We breaking it down, the issues we face, discussing the real, no need for a chase. From community matters to nationwide trends. Pastor Z, Tanya, and Tamara making amends. You got questions, we got answers too. Join the Real Talk fam, we welcome you. Thursday at 6, don't let it slip by. Catch us live, it's the place to rely. Real talk, we got the vibe. Every week we come alive. Special guests, we talk it out. Giving views, that's what we're about. Yeah, real talk, we got the vibe. Every week we come alive. Special guests, we talk it out. Giving views, that's what we're about. So bring your coffee, your tea in hand. Real Talk Podcast, it'll be so grand. Pastor Z, Tanya, and Tamara lay it down with every episode. Wear that crown, we're here to inspire, to spark the flame. Real Talk is the title, remember the name.
Every Thursday evening, we're tuning in right. Pastor Z, Tanya Lynn, bringing truth to the light. Got the crew gathered, so bring all the tea. Tomorrow's in the mix, come on, you gotta see. State, local, national, we cover it all. From the big headlines to the stories that call. Inviting our guests to share what they know. With open hearts and minds, let the realness flow. Real talk, let's vibe with the beat. Gather around the screen, feel that rhythm and heat. We got the info, we're keeping it real with pastors and friends. This is the deal, tune in at 6. Don't you dare miss, join the combo, it's a hit, pure bliss. Scrolling down the feed, who's featured today? We're lifting our voices that have something to say. Tomorrow's got the scoop and the laughter too. With a lively discussion, we're breaking right through. Diving into topics that really ignite. Shining a light on what's wrong or what's right. From community buzz to what's hot on the ground. We're here to provide the stories profound. Real talk, let's vibe with the beat. Gather around the screen, feel that rhythm and heat. We got the info. We're keeping it real with pastors and friends. This is the deal. Tune in at 6. Don't you dare miss. Join the combo, it's a hit. Pure bliss. Oh, when it's information, just open your mind. Our hearts are connected in this space, intertwined. With every guest, new perspectives we find. Sharing our opinions, leaving no one behind. Lifting each other, it's more than a show. It's passion and purpose, it's love that we sow. Real talk, let's vibe with the beat. Gather around the screen, feel that rhythm and we got the info. We're keeping it real with pastors and friends. This is a deal, you tune in at 6. Don't you dare miss. Join the combo,
Real Talk disclaimer. The information provided by the host on this platform is for education and awareness purposes only. All information provided on this platform is provided in good faith. We make no representation or warranty of any kind, express or implied, regarding the accuracy, validity, and reliability of information shared by the host or show guests. The views and opinions of guests on the show do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of the host of Real Talk. Under no circumstances do the host, show guests, sponsors, or affiliates assume responsibility for the actions of any viewer.
Our greatest glory is rising when we fall. So don't be discouraged, don't you be appalled. It's okay if you fall and maybe even lose your spark. Just make sure in the end you rise from the dark. It's time to rise up, time to work, and time to chase your dreams. The Lord has the final say, so your soul is redeemed. This message is to help you with your self-esteem, as faith is taking places that we have never seen.
Welcome to Real Talk. Glad to have all of you to join us on tonight. We have a very exciting show. We have the coach of Gaston City High School soccer team, Miss Samantha Corker, and one of the players, Zakorien Shack, going to be joining us in a few minutes, but we want all of you to join us right now. Go ahead and sign in, speak to us as you come in. Share on your page, because we want everyone to enjoy this particular show on tonight, as we ask you to enjoy all of our shows. Hopefully we'll have Tanya Lynn to join with us in just a few minutes. Well, go ahead and speak to us, and we'll do roll call in just a few minutes. But while you're coming in and you're speaking and saying hello to us, let me go ahead and let you know how you could actually see our show. So we do have a Facebook page. You can join us on Facebook right there. Always, we have a Z Andre Huff page. You have Real Talk with Pastor Z and Bishop T. And of course, Tamara page, Tanya Lynn page, and anyone else that desire to share our page, they could actually see our show on your page. So if you want to go in the comments and just tag some people to let them know that we're on, do that. Not only do we have a Facebook page, but we also have a YouTube page. That's right. Like and subscribe, if you will, our YouTube page. We hopefully and prayerfully that you will join us and, of course, enjoy what we have coming up on tonight. Hello, Miss Tamara. How you doing tonight?
Hey, I'm doing good. How about you?
Doing wonderful. We're excited about this show. Graduation. Some are graduating tomorrow. My baby girl is graduating on tomorrow. And of course, Gaston City graduation is going to be on next Thursday. And so we have, it's that time of the year, the end of the year, and everyone is getting excited and looking towards forward to the next chapter in their life. Everything going well with you?
Yeah, everything's going good. Pretty busy week, but yeah, everything's going good.
Awesome. We have one person who have spoke to us, but I see we have several people on. Go ahead and say hello to us in the comments. We want to do roll call, and then we're going to bring our guests on. Go ahead. If you are one of the viewers, just go ahead in the comment and say hello to us.
Let us
We can
know.
identify you. I see we have Miss Katrina Davis on. We have Dana J on. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Go ahead and share this with any and everyone. Let them know that Real Talk is up and we are on. For those that desire to go to the banquet, tickets are still for sale for the Community Development Project, which is Breadbasket 2000. The tickets are still available. See Mr. John Reed. Contact Mr. John Reed. If you have to DM him on Facebook, do that. But contact those individuals so that you can go ahead and get your ticket. Big banquet going on tomorrow. Matter of fact, if you have a pen, let me give you that information. That information is 256-458-1752 or 256-328-3471. And this is all going on tomorrow. And tell them you heard it right here on Real Talk. Matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and run that at the bottom for those who still want to get tickets. It's not too late. Go ahead and contact those individuals and get your tickets today. Okay? Get your tickets today. So I want to say hello to David Perkins. Thank you for joining us on today. Katrina Davis, Dana J, thank you all for speaking to us on tonight. And for those that decided not to, God bless you too. God bless you too.
All they got to do is just say hi. That's it. We know you're looking, watching.
Yeah, we know you're looking. We know you're looking, but it's okay. It's okay. You do have some rude people in the world, but I love you. I love you. Let's go ahead and bring our guest on because they are patiently waiting backstage. Is none other than the soccer coach of Gaston City High School, Miss Samantha Corker. How you doing on tonight? Welcome to Real Talk.
All right. I'm doing well.
Doing well. And then we have one of your players who is a senior this year, who did a magnificent job, Zakorien Shack. Y'all welcome him to Real Talk on tonight. How you doing? All right. We welcome you to Real Talk. Glad to have you. We're going to take the comments off the screen because we want to be able to see our guests real well, but we'll be able to see the comments as they put them up. Hello and welcome to Real Talk for the first time. We're glad to have you all on. We are super proud of the year that y'all had this year. Super proud. And I saw that y'all had great support in fighting for the state championship. Man, I was glued to the TV. I was watching it on the network and I was glued to the TV. I was actually at work at the time when y'all was playing in the semifinals and then in the finals. And I was saying, we got one more kick. Go ahead and kick. They kicked that in, and then we blocked the kick. And I said, it's over. And I was hollering like the rest of you all. But great game. How you, Coach? Tell us a little something about you. How long you been coaching the soccer team at Gaston City High School? And tell us a little bit something about yourself.
Well, I'm originally from Gadsden. Grew up here. Played soccer at Mississippi State. Got a math degree to teach high school math, and I did that for about 6 years in Birmingham at Chelsea High School. And then Dr. Miller and Mr. Rowe were principal and called me up and wanted to know if I wanted to come back home. And so I did, and I've been pretty much with the program. It wasn't the first year that we opened up, but it was the second year. That Gaston City was here, so I guess 2007. And I did the girls for a couple of years, and then at the time, Mr. Rowe asked me to take over the boys as well. So I did both of them for a while, and kind of off and on. Did the boys for about 3 years, and then off a couple of years, and we'd hire somebody. But I've been with the boys, I guess the past 5 or 6 years. And then the girls, I took them back over this year as well. So I've been the girls coach the entire time minus 2 years.
Minus 2 years. Okay. So you've been putting in the work.
Yes.
In other words, you've been putting in the work. And is this the furthest that
Yes.
that either one of your teams have
Yeah,
ever reached?
the girls had made it to third round, I believe two times. So right before the Final Four is where they've gotten, and the boys, it was, I want to say it was maybe 2012. I'm not sure exactly when it was. They got to the third round as well.
Okay.
I believe we got beat by Mountain Brook that year.
So how many rounds is it in the playoff?
You have 3 rounds, and then you have the Final Four. So
okay,
five rounds. Yeah.
So you didn't make it to the Final Four, but you made it right there at the edge. Okay. Welcome, Zakorien. What's going on, man?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Welcome and congratulations on a wonderful season. What position do you play on the team?
I'm an outside back, so a defender pretty much, and I also play up top some as well.
Okay, so up top is when you get the ball and go down the other end and score.
Yes, sir.
And then you said the other position is what?
The outside back, so a defender.
So you somewhat when they kind of get into y'all territory, you got to step in and try to intercept the ball.
Yes, sir.
I say intercept because I know football and you know, but I don't know what y'all call it in soccer.
Yeah.
I have 2 grandchildren that is playing right now, LeVan and my granddaughter's Savannah. They are in the first and I think second grades. And I got a chance to watch them after watching you all play, and I think I know a little something about soccer.
Yeah.
I'm like, stop the ball, catch it, slide down and kick it. I saw y'all doing a lot, man, and man, I would tell you what was funny when they was going out. I think after the 2 overtimes, then each team has 5 times to kick the ball 1-on-1 with the goalie, right?
Yes, sir.
So who's the person what do they call the person that kicks against the goalie?
I guess just the attacker or
attacker. Okay. So what was cool and what was funny to me is that every time one of the attackers scored against in the semifinal game, every time the attacker scored every time our attacker scored against their goalie, the jog off the field, boy, I was tickled. They got a jog that won't quit. It's like they just, I'm just smooth. I'm just gonna jog off. I scored on y'all. They didn't run off celebrating. They just had a smooth jog. And everyone did the same jog. I thought that was so funny. Was you one of those guys that was an attacker?
Yes, sir. I took the first one in that game.
Yeah. So you kicked in the first goal in that game.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so it was you that started that trend or that jog. Then
I
might need to get you to jog across the screen in a few minutes so everybody see what I'm talking about. So have this been the most exciting year for you?
Yes, sir. I would say so. I mean, just being able to play at that high level is really exciting.
And I can imagine y'all gelled together real good.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
How many seniors along with you is on this team?
I think in all, I think we have 10 seniors this year. So
11.
11? And how many is on the team? How many period do you have?
We have 24 on the team. 11 play at once, and we have 24 on the team.
Okay. So let me ask you this question. Do you see a lot of people interested in being on the soccer team? So you do have a lot of people coming up and coming out.
We had, I believe this year we had 160 kids at tryouts.
Ooh.
And we kept, I think, 24 for varsity, 22 for JV, and 20 on the 9th grade team.
Okay. Okay. So you did keep quite a few.
Yeah.
And listen, going, like I said, my grandchildren play soccer, and going out here to the sports complex to watch them, every field got soccer team.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, man, this is promising here. She don't have to worry about nobody looking for soccer players. There's going to be some out here. And so you have quite a few feeder programs
Yes.
that's going to feed
Yeah.
into.
The city of Gadsden does a good job. And then we have the Rush Club. They do a great job as well.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Super proud of that. So I'm going to get you in trouble right here, Coach. You can plead the fifth. But I got to ask the question. Between the two, the boys and the girls, you see where I'm going.
I do.
Which one is more enjoyable to coach?
It's hard. It's different year, goes different year. They're two completely different entities. I will say this year with the boys, this was probably the easiest group of boys to ever coach in the many years I've been coaching. Mainly because of Zakorien. And he is the best leader. Shalom, another senior also. When Zakorian's tired of being the leader, Shalom will step up and be the leader. And so we have a good group of seniors that did that.
Awesome.
And we have a good mixture of seniors and underclass. Like we had 3 ninth graders that started. So the underclass as well, that they listened to them. They didn't go, oh, well, they're not the coach, I'm not listening to them. And I think that's been the first true thing that I think that's what got us to the final game, was that right there.
Right.
We've had the talent and we keep going, but anybody that's ever played sports knows that, to get to the championship game, you don't need just talent. You need the full team.
You said something that I believe every fan, every administration needs to hear. You can have all the talent, because you hear people say, oh man, they supposed to win it. They got the most talent. Oh man, they supposed to win it. And they missed all these opportunities to win it. And what you said, it takes more than just talent. Man, it takes leadership.
Yeah.
It takes leadership.
And the boys did a very good job of locking in. I would say when we lost last year in the second round, and they knew that they didn't want to be there again, and they wanted to take it further this year. And from the beginning, when we started, training in the off season, it started there with just working and listening and fixing the things that they needed to fix to be one unit. And that was the key, was being one unit. And knowing that different, they come from club, or they come from, the Sunday league or the indoor play, and there's different teams have different tactics because you're together with different people.
Right.
So your personnel has to change and your tactics have to change with what the team is good at. And so I thought they did a great job with that. The girls, again, absolutely love this year. Our girls program is the same way. We had, I think, 4 7th graders on the team. We had, I think, 3 or 4 8th graders, and then a couple 9th, and then a good core group of seniors. And, again, because of me doing both, they're always having to kind of pick up either the beginning of the practice or the end of the practice and make sure things get done. And so both groups do a great job of that. So
awesome. Zakorien, she shared about you being one of the leaders. Give us some of your leadership skills. What was it that you think that you did or said or how you represented the soccer team that actually you think made a difference that most teams don't have? Because you got to be different than in the other team in order to be able to do this. So what is, and I know you may take it as being this, I'm just normal, I'm just being me. But even in being normal and being you, what is it that you can say that you may have said or you may have done that stood out, that kind of rallied the team together to be able to get to the next level this year? I mean, you actually was I don't know how many minutes was left in the second, and I was praying that we got to the point where the attack and the goalie had to go one-on-one. I said, we get there, it's over. Because I don't see what our attackers and goalie can do. We get to that point, we got this. And the ball was going. I said, no, get them back. Get the ball back. Kick the ball back on the other end. And keep it on their end. Because every time it got on our end, I was getting nervous because it's like they done crossed over into our territory. Now I'm getting nervous. Kick the ball back on the other end. Kick it as hard as you can. And my son was like, Daddy, you don't know what you're talking about. I said, yes, I do. I watched it the other day. And I'm like a true fan who may have watched it 1 or 2 times. Now I think I can be Coach Corker. I'm a true fan, okay? You see that in the stand. Everybody in the stands hollering something, and I'm sure Coach Corker done turned around, and some of the players done turned around looking in the stands like, will you shut up? You don't know what you're talking about. But what was it that you think you did or said that kind of made a difference this year in this year's team versus the teams of the past?
This year I think one big difference might have been like us being a complete unit together. When we step onto that field, all 11 of us, even everybody on the bench, I feel as if we're one unit together. We're not an individual, and we're not out there as just ourselves. We're playing for something bigger. I feel that might have been one of the big differences. I feel.
You feel like y'all a family, y'all knitted together.
Absolutely.
Because I saw when you celebrated in that semifinal game, everybody ran and rushed the field. I saw in the championship game when everyone was kind of upset because you didn't win the big one. Everybody here was down. You had people consoling one another, and hugging one another. You know, that means a lot, because even when you leave Gaston City, you got brothers that you left behind, you know, still here fighting for, and they'll never forget the role that you played. Matter of fact, some of them was going to have to step into that role, and they remember what Mr. Shack did in order to help them get over that hump, because y'all made it to the championship game.
Yes, sir.
And I'm super proud of you all. You know, a lot of times people highlight the basketball and football teams, football and basketball teams, but there are more in athletics than just football, basketball, and I'm super proud of the job, Coach, you done, Mr. Shack, that you did in order to put Gaston City. They looking for, they kind of gonna be scared of Gaston City from this point on, man. Y'all don't put fear in their heart. They don't want to see Gaston City. They don't want to see us. Yes. Okay. Now where are you going after you graduate?
After I graduate, I'm going to Northeast Alabama to continue playing soccer there.
Wonderful. We want to keep. I got your phone number, yes, so I need to know what you're doing there. Coach Corker gonna keep me posted on what Mr. Shack. How many of your soccer players, Coach, receive scholarship?
And actually, with the boys, we've had a total of 4, and that's it.
4. Awesome. What about the girls?
The girls, we've had a good bit many. Not lately. I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 7.
Awesome. And that make you happy to see that, you know.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So we're excited. Tamara, you have any questions for them?
Well, I just want to say congratulations to you guys, Coach. Continue what you're doing. You're doing a good job with them, and Young man, you go on and keep Real Talk updated on how you're doing, and congratulations to you. Mhm.
Thank you.
Is anything you all would like to say before you go?
No, I just want to thank you for acknowledging that, you know, that these kids, that they are always in the shadow.
Right.
Our sport is the shadow. It's you know, we live in the state of Alabama, but
Right.
we have a great program, and we have a very diverse program.
Right.
And that's what I really, really, really like about our program, is how diverse we are.
And listen, you got some 6 and 7-year-olds to look forward to coaching.
Yes.
I'm watching these kids out here, they so advanced. I'm like, oh my God. And then my grandchildren, they stand about 4 inches taller than everybody. So
There you go.
hey, we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to it. So continue to do what you're doing, Coach. We're super proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
No reason to hold your head down for anything. You got us in the championship game. And I promise you, I see it. We get into the point where, what y'all call that period, when they the attacker and the goalie is there. What you call that period?
The PK shootout.
You get to the PK shootout, it's over.
We got it.
It's over. I already know.
Yeah.
Y'all go, and I told my son, you're gonna watch them jog off after. It's so smooth when they can you hit that jog for us one time?
I can't do it on here. I can't do it on here.
But man, it was so smooth. And thank you, Coach, again. Zakorien, do you have anything you want to share?
No, sir. Just thank you for having us, and you know, being a fan of our team, sir.
Yes, yes. I'm a fan of you all, and I appreciate the work that you put in. And listen, we're gonna bring some more awareness, because I already know that our teams are gonna do well. Okay. Yes. And we're gonna get that support out there as well. Okay. Anything we can do to help you along the way, whether I'm still on the board after this year or even after, when it's all over with, you can always reach out to me. I'm gonna still be around whether I'm on the board or not. Just remember that.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You can't love education for just 4 years. No. You gotta love it.
Yep.
And so we're here to support you and make sure you get whatever you need. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you again for coming on and taking time out to come on. Y'all show some love to Coach Corker and Mr. Shack, the Gaston City High School soccer team. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thank y'all again. All right. Awesome. Great job. Great job. We're very appreciative of them taking time out, because I know Miss Corker been busy. Mm-hmm. And when I asked her to come on, she said, let me check my schedule. And fortunately, it worked out for us. So I want to thank her for coming on. And yes, we have a lot. Our baseball team did well this year. I mean, Gaston City is on the rise. It's something has sparked our athletic program, as well as our academic, that we have our people that are winning state championships in the bowls that we're having, academic bowls. So
anything changed? What has contributed to that success?
I mean, we just, sometimes some things take a minute. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You can plant a seed, but don't mean that seed gonna always sprout above ground. Yeah. Don't mean it's not working beneath.
Right.
And that's something that people have to understand. It's got to take root. It's traveling downward before it ever come upward. So sometimes you just continue to plant those seeds and continue to do what you have to do. And eventually, it may not be this class or the next class, but eventually you'll see the work that you put in. But we have someone else we want to bring on. Pastor Dudley is going to come on, and he's going to talk about trying to get individuals out to vote. Y'all welcome Pastor Dudley again to the to Real Talk. Show some love to him as he comes.
Hey, what's going on?
You got it, Doc?
I'm all right, man. Just out and about. Just hanging in here, Dre. Man, appreciate you all having me on, Miss Holloway.
Thank you for
Everything that
reaching
y'all are
out.
doing.
Come on,
Yes, sir.
man. Anytime that we can help,
Yeah.
that's exactly what we want to do.
And that's what
Uh,
we going to need, some help, brother. I
all
promise
right.
you that. Yeah, yeah.
Talk to us about what we got going on. That's this Sunday,
Well,
right?
yeah, that is this Sunday, May the 17th, at 3 p.m. at Green Pasture Park. If anybody don't know, that's 1409 Springfield Avenue, where DJ Bowtie is going to be doing such an R&B in the park. And what we're trying to do, Dre, is get all the millennials out between 18 and 35 and just encourage them, because a lot of them still running around saying, hey, our vote don't count. If it didn't count, why you see the things that's going on now?
Right.
They're doing what they're doing if it doesn't count.
To
And I was
eliminate.
one of them. I was one of them hard here. My vote don't count. My vote, well, mine didn't count because I was in so much trouble. But now I got one that count, Dre. So I
Mhm.
got all that straightened out. But it's a let's get out the vote in the park. Like I said, it's gonna be like Bowtie was doing the R&B in the park at Moraine Park, but we're coming to Green Pasture, and we're gonna have our chairman of the Alabama Democratic Party, Dr. Randy B. Kelly. He's gonna be there speaking, and also our chairman of the Alabama Democratic Conference, Mr. Joe Reed, a longtime standing conferencer there. So we're gonna be there trying to encourage and make sure that, hey, people get out to vote. We have so many individuals that are registered to vote in Etowah County, in the Gaston area. Just say that, and they're not getting out to vote. They're registered.
They
You
registered,
know, and
just not taking time out to go to the polls.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And even from right now, for the 55 days, they can go, and many of us who suffer from several different things can go on up there and do the early voting, the absentee voting there, that you can go ahead and participate in, and go ahead and get that out the way, opposed to waiting on that one day. And people need to start looking at where their polling place is, where Gaston High used to be. It's going to be uptown at the Senior Citizens Building now. And those are some of the tricks that they're going to try to diverse and divert you. Well, you know how we are. We get upset and disgraced, and we just go home. No, we
Right.
can't go home on this, because they're going to take you home if you go home.
Right.
So we're going to have all speakers, Pastor Hub, anybody that holds a position, council, city board member, that's feel free. We want you to come out and speak a word on Sunday. We'll have a lineup for that. And just go forward, just trying to encourage our people, our young people, how important voting is. And we're asking that whoever goes to the poll, take your young children with you. Let
Yeah.
them see how to vote, how important
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so that's what I wanted to get on here, man, and encourage people to come out and let's celebrate together. We can do it at Old School Flashback at Carver. Now we got a greater meaning to come out,
That's
and
right.
and those who are
The
not
mandate.
registered to vote, yeah, they can go to Etowah County Voters League, and you can go on there and they can sign, get you registered to vote. You can do all that on Etowah County Voters League webpage. Our
Okay.
president here in Etowah County now is Dr. Dwayne Rowe. Some young blood, and I'm his vice president. So we're just trying to push. And we really wish we can get SCLC, New South, everybody together. It's too many organizations and not enough people. But when we come together, I think we're a whole lot stronger. We understand what unity does. Division, what kills everything.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move out the way, man, and let's do what's best for our grandchildren, our great grandchildren, and children to come, because this is going to affect them pretty good if
Right.
we don't
Right.
do right in this midterm and on into the main election.
So let me ask you a question. When is the midterm? When is the next time to
It's
vote?
going to be Tuesday the 19th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. You know that Kay Ivy held a
Yeah.
special session in order to do the redistricting in Alabama.
Right.
Is that going to be on the ballot, or will it ever?
I don't think. I'm not sure, Dre. I don't think that's going to be on there right now on this, but probably when the main election, it may be on there. But I
But we
think
need
that
to make sure we find out how to vote on that, because a lot of times people don't know. They're hiding under amendment or whatever.
yeah. Well, we just sent some sample ballots out today.
Okay.
Yeah, we just got them today, and I shared them with you and a few other ministers, so you have that. And because people were asking for them, so we have those out. So that's the thing. Yeah, it's a bunch of foolery going on, but man, we got to read through that and continue to wade on through the water.
Okay. Let me see if I can find that ballot. Because you sent it a few minutes ago, I think.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I see it. Okay. All right.
So that's what we're trying to.
But you definitely correct. We got to somehow, when like what Tamara asked me when I was talking about the different sports and like the fire being sparked in, and she said, "What changed?" We got to do something that's going to get the people to get excited and look forward to being a voice or carrying their voice. That's the only voice you have is your vote.
And here's the thing, Dre. If what's going on now, that big beautiful bill didn't get you stirred up, this what he's pulling now, changing the redistricting, trying to put you back 60 years from what all of our people hung, bled, and died for. And then all of a sudden they messing with your SNAP benefits, they messing with your retirement, and then all of a sudden those that are in housing, when this thing hit, they're gonna give you 2 years, and then they're gonna examine you if you're well able to work, they're gonna put you out of there, and you gotta go get your own, man.
Yeah.
That's what's on the table.
Yeah.
And that's gonna affect a whole lot of people, not just black, even white, everybody.
Yeah, it'll affect everybody. And here's the thing that people need to understand. I keep saying this, and I hear racism. And believe me, it's out there.
Yeah.
But when you dealing with president that we have,
yeah,
it's not about a color, it's about a class.
Yeah.
If you look, that's just what you said. Not only blacks gonna be affected, whites gonna be affected too.
Yeah.
It's just that's why the Republicans are doing this.
Right.
And not only are they doing this, but they're going along with him because if you ain't a millionaire, you don't matter.
No, he said that in his last interview. I'm not worried about the financial state of individuals. You know what I'm saying? So, and yet we still got our folks, blacks for Trumps and all of this. Now what you looking at?
Yeah.
I mean, one thing about it, Kamala Harris has the right to say, "I told you so" to everybody.
Yeah.
She said that on the debate, what was going to happen. They didn't want to believe it because some of these rascals don't want a woman or Hillary in front. But now look at what we got. But so it's not too late. We can climb out this hole if we get out here and vote and let our voice matter. And that's the whole key to it. Getting out the vote. When me and you and Steve, we had a bus going picking people up, taking them to the poll. We probably didn't pick up 10 people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we were there. So we're going to have vans running during that time also.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was definitely available.
Yeah.
So you said Tuesday is when we need to vote.
Yeah.
Let me
From
ask you
7
this.
to 7.
When if people signed up, because it's gonna be some people that's can they register Sunday?
Yeah, I think they should be able to register. We'll send them to the website, Edward County Voters League website. It's got everything on there that you need to get registered. So and people need to go and check their polling place, man, because they rearranged a whole lot of things, and to make sure some things of such your license matching where you were and what you are. They doing so much.
Right.
To turn you around. Like back in the old day, how many marbles in this bucket? If you don't know, you can't vote. It's getting back to those tactics, man.
Right. So it won't be anyone out there to register them, but they can direct.
Yeah, we're gonna be out there. Yeah, we'll be out there and showing them on their smartphones or whatever they got how to do it. It's not gonna be an issue with that. And also, we're gonna give away free hot dogs, water. We just want to see that we can get together and make a change. It can happen.
Right.
It can happen. No matter what they say, the people have the final say.
Right. So let's show up Sunday. What time?
3 to 8 p.m. From 3 to 8 p.m.
3 to 8 p.m. over in Green Pastures Park.
That's right.
And what's the name of that park?
Hughley Park. Hughley Park.
We're gonna show up at Hughley Park. And it's a rally to get everyone to register and to encourage you to go to the voting polls come next Tuesday and the elections to come as well. Okay.
We want it, and also we want any school and city official to come and have a word, because you can touch what I can't touch. You know, and I may be able to touch what tomorrow Miss Holloway can't touch, you know, and she can touch some things. So everybody needs to play a part in this. This is the time we need to come together. Division is not the key right now, because we got King Nebuchadnezzar in office, but we know what God says, nothing new under the sun. What he done to him then, he gonna do it again. But you got to have faith and patience to wait on it.
And you're right. Division is not the key.
No,
I'm gonna say that again. Division
God loves
is not
unity.
the key. And,
Yeah.
and division, sometimes division come because you and I don't agree.
Yeah.
You know, if I can't agree with you and do it the way you want it done, that shouldn't bring division. You know, I have a friend that I don't always agree with him, but
That's right.
it doesn't mean that we're not friends.
That's
I just see it the way I see it. You see it the way you see it. But we ain't got to fall out because we don't agree. That's the problem with our community.
It is ours. We the only ones that can't coexist like that. As the old folks say, teeth and
the way
tongue.
I see it, I'm done with you, and that's a problem.
Yeah, teeth and tongue fall out, but you still need each other to chew and swallow.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So regardless of what we got going, we got to do what's betterment for our community, for our kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's my only thing about it. We got to learn to come together. See, division is the key in our community, because if they wasn't trying to divide us, they realize how much strength that we have. Right. And then we're not going to mistreat them like they mistreating us, brother and sister, because we know what love is. We've always welcomed them in our community, but going to that community, it hadn't been so welcoming. But we're going to show you how to do it right. But here's the time that we can vote now. And even if they redistrict this thing and we get the right people in office, that redistricting stuff is not going to even matter for the next few years, because it's not going to take effect.
And we ought to be wise enough to know the tactics that's been used to divide us. All the way back to slavery days, the dark skin and the light skin was separated.
There you go, the house in the field.
Yeah. And they had attitude with each other. They were the same color. You know what I'm saying? They just, one was darker, one was lighter.
One was masses.
Yeah. So what we got to get to the point is stop falling for the dumb stuff. Stop falling for the. I may not agree with you, but the ultimate goal is getting to the poll and vote. I don't have to agree with you.
That's it.
I got my own mind. You got your own mind. Nobody is ruler over anybody. We just want to encourage people to get registered, exercise your right before they strip us all of that right.
Yeah.
Before they strip us all of that right. That's what they're trying to do. You don't understand. The biggest weapon you have is your vote.
That's it.
And that's why you see folks at a certain time of the year coming in churches and going everywhere else, want to get time to talk to you. Why? Not that they come to spread the Holy Ghost or speak a word from the Lord. You have something they want.
That's that vote. And they're going to promise it to you. And then when they get in there, they're not going to give it to you.
I told somebody the other day, I said, if you ever want to get something done, wait till election year and ask for it. I promise you.
That's right.
You get done quick in a hurry. You know why? Because they want your vote. You know,
and the church has got to get a little more stronger, man. From back when your people were there, you know, in the OA scales, those guys, they stood for the right things, man. Now they done grab some crumbs off the table. Now they want to keep their mouth shut. Yeah, I'm saying it. It's pastors in this city that won't open their mouth, won't even do anything. You know, I don't mind being the black sheep or whatever, hanging out with motorcycle guys or doing, but we getting results. We getting things done in our community. We decided as men to step out and say, hey, we're going to take care of our community, going to take care of the people that are around us. And that's what the church is there for. You know, it's not there to stack money. It's there to get money to go and distribute, to be a steward, to make sure everybody in that community got things to have that they need.
Right.
But it's a difference, man. It's a difference.
So from 3 to 8.
3 to 8.
Hughley Park. Sunday, show up. You're going to have several people. Mr. Kelly is going to be there.
Yeah.
Randy Kelly. Mr. Reed, Joe Reed is going to be there. Other
City officials will be
City
there.
officials will be there to speak to you. They're going to give out hot dogs and drinks or waters or whatever. Music going to be played. So whatever you're doing, stop by and if you can just encourage someone that your vote does matter.
Yeah,
That's the trick of the enemy. It don't matter. They're going to get who they want to get anyway. No,
that's
your
right.
vote matter. Your vote matter.
And bring
Let
your
it be
tent
on
and your
them.
chairs, because we setting up just like it's RB in the park, just having a good family fun day, and we're gonna educate on how important this is. And if you got children and you're listening, make sure you bring them out. Don't send them out, you bring them out.
Yeah.
Okay? Because they need to see this, they need to hear this, they need to see us together. Too many times they hearing us divided and seeing us divided, but they need to see us together on this day, because this is a very important day leading up to the main election.
Awesome. Thank you for reaching out, man, and
Man,
coming
appreciate
on.
you all.
And we look forward to seeing you on Sunday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All
I'll
right,
show
Mr.
some
Holloway.
love to Pastor Dudley, the president of the NAACP here in Gaston, Alabama, and the pastor of the Friendship Baptist Church right here in Gaston as well.
All right.
Thank you for coming on.
You tell them Friendship Missionary, because they'll be over there in the Taller at that one.
Well, the historic Friendship
There you go.
Missionary
Now they
Baptist
know.
Church
On top of 6th Street, baby.
on top of 6th Street, sit on top of the hill.
Yeah.
Looking down
No
on
knock
the little
on you,
folk.
Pastor. You in the Taller, Pastor Tyson, but they need to be in Gaston. All
I
right,
hear
brother.
you.
Love y'all.
Bless you, man. Y'all show some love to him. Thank you for coming on.
All right, dog.
All right. So we got a lot going on. Again, don't forget about the community development project banquet taking place on tomorrow. Doors open, I think, at 5:30. The program start at 6. It's going to be a 2:10 at the track. Go ahead and you can call and contact Mr. John Reed or Pastor Simmons ASAP. You need your tickets. Single tickets are $40, couple tickets $80, 8 persons table is $320. Call 256-458-1752 or 256-328-3471. Get your tickets to show up at the program on tomorrow night. It's going to be live entertainment. Food's going to be served. Got a speaker, and so tell them you heard it right here on Real Talk when you talk to those individuals about purchasing your tickets on today. What you have for us tonight, Tamara?
Got a lot of tea.
First of all, let me say this: I'm upset with you.
With me?
I'm very upset with you. I found out that Mama has been in and out the hospital, and you did not let us know.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Mama, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Because your daughter didn't tell me. So I do apologize. I didn't get to come see you. So you get a chance to get on to your daughter. You do that. How's Mama doing?
She's doing fine. She watching.
Okay, good. Hello, Mama. Love you. Gotta come see you soon.
That's right. Yeah, she's doing fine. So
good.
He getting her medicine kind of situated. So she's doing good. But thank you. So yeah.
You're welcome. All right, let's get to the tea.
Okay, so do you know Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, Dr. Bryant, Cheyenne Bryant? Do you know her? She's
Is
like
that don't tell me. Don't tell me. That's not you said Bryant?
Mm-hmm.
That Jamal Bryant wife? That's not okay.
So, do you remember the therapist that was on Cam Newton's podcast? Getting on to him about, well, you know, the children that he was having and not being, you know, I guess the way that he is not being married, he said that he's not gonna get married. That lady, she really kind of got on to him or whatever about his particular lifestyle or whatever, but she's a licensed therapist and she's been on she was on Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp, a lot of different podcasts talking about relationships. And so she's getting some backlash because they're saying that she is not a doctor. Um, Apparently the school that she went to, she was on the Breakfast Club talking about it. So apparently someone was questioning her, was just questioning her if she had a doctorate or these degrees. And so what she said, it was, I don't know, but she went to this school that is no longer, that's no longer, around. I guess it went out, closed. And so she told the Breakfast Club that she called to try to get her transcript, but she had to pay for it. And if she got her pay for her transcript, then her credits would not be valid. To me, it didn't sound right to me. But so now they're questioning if she is truly a doctor. So I just thought that was interesting. I forgot the name of the school, but I think it was like one of those online schools. But they're
So, in your opinion,
Mhm.
is she a doctor or not? Because that Dr. Umo, is his name Umo? He talks about all the time
Yeah,
and said that he didn't think she was a doctor, but then Hill's been questioning.
right. So
So,
they're just kind of going back and forth, but the way that she talked about, in fact, this is what she said. She said she contacted financial aid, and she said it showed that I paid for a doctoral program alongside my master's program and my undergrad program. And they said we can fully refund your money under one circumstance. We give your money back, you don't get credit for a class.
of course.
Yeah, or a program you took in this university. And she said they asked her, did she want a refund? Or do you want us not? She said, I said no, because I didn't want to risk the chance of them saying that we're going to give you back your money and it wipes out the entire
Okay, my question for number one is, why is she asking for a refund?
They was asking if she wanted a refund because
Okay, so the program, so the classes she took, was they credible classes?
she said it was the school was accredited when she was there.
Okay.
So
So she get credit for that. And they just told her, if we refund your money, you won't get credit for the classes you took. So is she trying to get proof that she has a doctorate degree?
Yes.
So why won't they just send her information? And then who has a doctorate degree and don't have a certificate on their wall?
Right. So
I have some around the house.
Yeah.
You don't just lay that around.
Right, exactly. So I don't know. Like I said,
And if she doing practice as a doctor, is she a psychologist or something?
this is what she said. She said you don't need a doctorate to be a licensed therapist.
But if you're calling yourself a doctor, then we need to see proof.
Right, exactly.
And then if you're a licensed therapist, most of the time licensed therapists is going to have a license and their degrees
absolutely
in their office on the wall.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It don't sound right.
Yeah.
Especially when you're bagging it up now, saying you don't have to have a doctorate to be a licensed. I would never said that unless I don't have one.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah. So I just thought that was interesting because
it is very interesting.
So Tiger Woods is back on U.S. soil. You know, he after his incident, he left and went to Switzerland for treatment. So they're saying that he is back and that he it said that he had been in an exclusive ultra expensive Swiss rehab facility over in Europe. So hopefully my hope is that he can get back on track and get get himself together, get his life together. So he still got to face the DUI charges. And he's also,
He wasn't drinking, right? He was under influence, but he was not drinking.
yeah, it was still DUI. He was
They
driving
call it DUI, yeah.
something, right. And
Yeah.
so trying to get his, I guess the prosecutor was, because he wouldn't screen for him. He refused to test. So
What
they,
happened? I thought Trump was gonna help him. Wasn't he talking? Don't
well,
he date Trump's daughter or something?
he called Trump on the phone. So
Yeah. He told the police that's who was on the phone with.
I know. So it's
He help who he want to, huh?
right. So his attorney
All righty.
that blocked. So he I guess he don't want nobody to know his medical stuff. So he was trying to get that blocked, but clearly he was under the influence of something. So, but hopefully he can get himself together. He's had a lot going on. So yeah. And guess who's about to be a dad again?
Nick Cannon.
No.
Go for it.
Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is about to be a dad again. So he was dating a girl. I think she was a model. But she is pregnant. This will be her first child. So I guess he is doing well and back in the scheme of things. But I just thought that was interesting that he's about to be a dad again. He has 2 adult daughters. So
yeah, I remember seeing them.
So did you I forgot the guy's name. Hold on, what's his name? Jason Collins passed away.
Along with this Clark guy for Memphis Grizzlies.
Yes. So so there was a conversation with Charles Barkley and did you hear about that?
I saw the conversation.
Yeah, okay, so what's your take on that conversation? I mean,
Charles Barkley stated he was very respectful.
Yeah, he was.
And what he said, he was very courageous. For those that don't know, his name is what's his name?
Who? Jason Collins.
Jason Collins. He's a twin. And for those that don't know, he was the first guy in the NBA that came out and that admitted that he was gay.
Yeah.
And he caught a lot of scrutiny for it. I know one of the teams he played with was Boston Celtics. And Charles Barkley was very respectful. He said, good guy. He was courageous. He did something nobody else was willing to do. Even though there were some things done to him because of it, but it took a lot of courage to do what he did. And the NBA is saddened because he ended up passing away from brain cancer.
Yes, an aggressive.
So he, that was Barkley. Barkley said that, and then the Clark kid, he was like 28, 29 years old playing for Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah.
He died from a drug overdose. So, but he was very respectful when he was, because I've seen some people kind of go hard.
Yeah.
And be disrespectful. But he said, be who you want to be.
Right.
Be who you want to be,
Kenny Smith was saying that he felt like announcement like that might not be as big as of today. And so that's when Barkley disagreed with him. So, but yeah, I think
about people coming out because it's so common now.
Right.
But there's a lot of people who won't admit that that's who they are. They hide. That's the issue. If you ask me, and I know this may go left or right with anybody listening. If you ask me, be who you are.
Living your truth.
Because when you are doing things otherwise, it is costing others that don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it like that.
Yeah.
It costing others. It's just like if you thought you was dating a male that was just is it heterosexual?
Heterosexual.
That mean they one way, they like women, okay, but then you discover that that person was a bisexual, and then you go for your yearly and you discover some things and you're like, what happened here?
Right.
You follow what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because the innocent person is unfair of them to get in to deal with that when they don't know what they're dealing with.
Right.
That's all yeah, it's courage. And a lot of people don't have the same courage
Right.
because they are afraid of the scrutiny. And my thing is, you have people that genuinely love you regardless.
That's right.
I know people, I have no issue with them. I keep it where it's at.
Right.
Don't me, keep it where it at is all I'm saying. But I respect you, I love you, nothing changes.
Yeah.
When you have shared that with me. So, people just need to respect people. Red, yellow, black, or white, or whatever. That's them. Let them live their life that God put them in their body so they can live their life the way they want to live it, and respect that person. That's the choice they made to use with their life.
Right.
But he was very respectful. I have to applaud Barkley.
Yeah.
You got to know Barkley.
Yeah.
Barkley can say some stuff, but Barkley did very well. And I was kind of surprised at how well he done. And I was saying the whole time when he started talking, man, don't get counseled. Don't get counseled now. Don't say something crazy, Barkley. Because if anybody know Barkley, he will say something out the way.
Yeah.
But Barkley I'm telling you, I said, because you mess around and say something wrong, you won't be on NBA Today no more. You won't be, your job is over.
Right.
The council culture is real.
That's right.
Yeah,
but yeah, he's a outspoken advocate for the LGBTQIA community. But he said that we would be there's gays in every sport, NBA, NFL,
everywhere.
ball.
That's why I tell people when they put their mouth on people.
Right.
All right. You got family too.
Right.
And sometimes you don't know the effect of the trauma that you give people when you attack them or say things about them until it's in your house.
That's right. Yeah.
Until you got to look down the table, across the table at someone in your house. So be mindful.
Right.
Yeah. Be mindful.
I agree. But yeah, I think that Charles Barkley, he spoke well of the guy. And like I said, he's a big advocate of that community. So do you know who Alex Murdaugh is?
Is that the guy that he killed his wife and one of his sons?
Yes.
And somebody said, I just saw something today where he's getting off.
Yeah, they the South Carolina Supreme Court overturned his murder convictions. And they said they ordered a new trial of killing his wife.
What brought that on?
So
the son that testified, that he didn't get a chance to kill because I don't think he was at home. He kind of testified and said his daddy told him he did something horrible.
Well, I don't know if he told him that.
Yeah, the son gave a testimony that pretty much helped get him. But go ahead.
Yeah, I went down a rabbit hole when this first happened, watching all the documentaries and stuff. But what happened was it was a former court clerk that they said influenced the jury. And so that's why it's getting overturned in they order.
Also, there's some
Mhm.
what they
Yeah.
call it.
And so if you
She
know,
missed. She tampered with the jury.
right. And
So she must have knowledge of who he actually was.
so here's the thing. So the Murdaughs, they're big attorneys in South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
The great grandfather, the grandfather,
Mm-hmm.
so they were very well known in that area, in that area where they were from. So they said she influenced the jury, and so they overturned the conviction. So
Well, it's because I don't know the word for it that people use when there's an issue or you do something that they have no choice but to overturn it.
Right.
Because it's against the law.
Mm-hmm.
They ask you, even on the jury, do you know this person? Have you read some on this person? Anything of a sort.
Right.
And you got to be honest and tell the truth.
Yeah, you do. And I think this particular Alex Murdaugh, he was almost like the black sheep of his family because he had done some things that had taken money from clients, and so and got into pills and stuff. He was just like spiraling out of control. Like his housekeeper ended up falling down some steps and died. He told her sons that he was gonna, something about suing the insurance company or something, but he never gave them the money. He was the Murdaugh that was spiraling out of control. So I mean, real fast. His son, I think his name was Paul, the one that was murdered. He was spinning out of control as well. He drinking. Young lady, they was all on a boat, and he was driving drunk, and she ended up. They had an accident that caused her death. So in that little town, they said that the Murdaughs was getting
I remember that. It was something that happened on a boat too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Driving a boat. So it's just a lot with the Murdaughs, but I just thought that was interesting that his murder conviction got overturned until I started reading why with court clerks. So, but yeah, they had a thing on Netflix, a documentary, and then they had something on Hulu. If anybody cared to watch it, it's interesting though about that family. So.
Well, it's been great.
It has.
And I appreciate you being able to come on today again. Tell Mom I'm praying for her that she continue to heal. We thank Coach Corker and Mr. Shack for being on our show on tonight. Thank Pastor Dudley for being on our show as well. We thank all of you for joining us on tonight. Thank you for being on. Thank you for all the comments that you actually made and even saying hello to us. So we're getting ready to step away and next week. Have you heard anything about the coach? Has he's found time yet?
I'll follow back up with him on tomorrow to see about next week.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully we'll get the coach, and we hadn't heard nothing from the mayor yet. So but until then, y'all go to the community development banquet on tomorrow. Get your tickets. You had the information, the whole show. Scroll around the bottom. Get your tickets. You don't want to miss it. It's all going for a good cause. And don't forget about what's going on Sunday in Hughley Park over in Green Pasture. trying to encourage our people to get out and vote.
Please.
You going to say something?
Yeah, I was going to say we'll have a representative from the city, the great city of Anniston, to come on and talk about the things that are.
Where is that located? The great city.
You know where Anniston.
Yeah, I hear you. Until then, you have a wonderful tomorrow. Everyone have a wonderful, God bless. Have a great night.